Hearty welcome, dear friends, to the online classes of St. Thomas School, Maua. Today, there will be two videos, and this is the first video. I want you to see both the videos. Today's topic is about the articles. Last year, too, you have studied about this, and now let us go through this chapter. As you know, in English, we have three articles: a, and, the. And these articles belong to one grammatical class called determiners. I want to buy a shirt. Can I have an egg for breakfast? Please pass me the salt. Now, in this chapter, we are going to see about how to use these articles. First of all, as an introduction, you need to remember three things. First one is an article is being used before nouns. Second one is an article points out which person or thing is being referred to. And the third one is it whether that person is mentioned or that thing is being mentioned in a general or specific sense. Now when we go forward, let us see more about what I mean by this general or specific sense. And as you know, the articles can be divided into two. They are definite and indefinite articles. From the name itself, you can understand what I mean by the definite article as well as the indefinite articles. Now, first of all, let us see about the indefinite articles. A and an are called the indefinite articles because they do not point out to any specific person or thing but talk of things in general. For example, there is a car near the gate. Suppose I am telling to my friend that there is a car near the gate. That car can be any of its kind. It can be Hyundai, or it can be a Ford, or it can be of any kind, or a Tata one. And or look at the next one. Please send me an email about your plan. An email, there is no mention about which email you need to send. An email it is being told. So here, as a name stands, indefinite articles point out to uh, the things that are in general. They never tell about some specific person or thing. But look at the next example. This is the house I live in. This is the house I live in. Now I am mentioning to a house, standing in front of the house, telling that this is the house I live in. Now, for example, I can give one more example that is not in your textbook. Here is a child, or here is the child. Now, first one, here is a child. Someone is coming and telling to me that here is a child. I don't know the child, but a child has come to see me. But here is the child. That means I was talking to someone about a child, and that child has come. So I'm telling in a specific way, here is the child whom you were talking or whom I was mentioning. Now, let us see these things little more abbreviative mode. First, we shall go to a or an. Those are called the indefinite articles. Now, as you know, a or an are always used before singular countable nouns. That's the first thing you need to remember. Those are used before the singular countable noun. And the second one is A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. It is not a consonant letter, but it is a consonant sound. Now you have a few words there: a towel, a scarf. But look at the downside word: university, a union, a European. Though you may think, why, even though it is starting with U or E, why we have not used the article an? That is what is called consonant sound. Though the letter which is starting is U or E, the pronunciation or the sound differs. University or European, whenever you pronounce, we pronounce by starting the sound Y. That's why we have not used the article an. So now we shall look at the third rule. Third rule is an is being used before singular countable nouns that begin with vowel sounds. We have already told that a or an is being used before singular countable nouns. Now where to use an? An is to be used, that is with the nouns which is being started with the vowel sounds. For example, an apple or an egg. If the word begins with an unsounded H and is used, an unsounded H, our, an honorary degree. There, though we have starting uh, the word with H, but we have used an. Now, before abbreviations, where the first letter is pronounced beginning with a vowel sound and is used. Now, before the abbreviations, they are also the same rule with the sound, an MB or an MBA. Now, what are the uses of these articles a and an? Till now we were saying how to use. Now we are going to see about almost 8 usages. First one is the same thing we have seen before any singular countable noun mentioned in a general sense. Please get me a new pen. Anil is a banker. Second one is before a singular countable noun mentioned for a first time. Look at the example: I saw a tiger in the jungle today. So when I went to the jungle for the first time, I have seen a tiger there. So I am telling I saw a tiger. We never say I saw the tiger, but we say I saw a tiger because I am seeing for the first time the tiger. And the third one is before an expression of quantity. For example, a couple or a dozen, we can use the article a or an. Then before the units of price, speed, ratio, weight, etc. A liter, a kilo, 100. We never say the liter, or we never say I want the kilo of rice, but we say I want a kilo of rice. Now, before some certain numbers, a billion, 1,000 rupees. Now, with half we use, but there should be one thing, that half should follow a whole. That means 1.5, 2.5, all those things we will be using the indefinite article. Next one, in expressions of frequency, twice a day or thrice a month, we use the indefinite article. And the last usage is in certain some exclamatory expressions. What a pity, or what a beautiful shot, or what a beautiful scenery. We use the indefinite article a or an. Now in the second video we are going to see about the usages of the definite article the. So let us friends meet there.